Everyone, it's Dan and Mike, and we're here with the beer draft. What are we going to be drinking today, Dan?
All right, today from Legend Brewing Company in Richmond, Virginia, so another local beer for us, is their Bourbon Barrel Brown Ale. So this is one...
That's like a tongue twister right there.
Yeah, and the more you drink, the harder that word is to say. But yeah, so I like Legend. They've got a lot of different beers on that they brew. They've got a lager, a pilsner, a brown ale, a porter, a golden IPA, and a pale ale.
And that brown ale, I actually have that on tap in my kegerator at home. So yeah. I'm a fan of Legend as well. Very good.
So they've taken their normal brown ale recipe and aged it in bourbon oak barrels.
Oh, nice.
So
and that seems to be kind of in vogue. We saw with the O'Hara's beer that we had for St. Patrick's Day, aged in a whiskey barrel.
That was really good.
Here we have it in a bourbon barrel, kind of the American flavor versus the Irish flavor.
That's true.
So
let's see what this thing looks like.
And a nice big bottle there. So we're both going to get to enjoy. Now you're pouring yours into a tulip glass, and I believe they suggested a snifter, which I've got here. And it kind of makes sense. You think about a bourbon, you would drink that out of a snifter.
Yep.
So
I don't have a snifter yet, so I'm going to cheat with my tulip glass.
I think that'll be all right. Probably should taste just fine. And we're noticing the difference on the head there. That may be why they were suggesting the snifter have more of a wider surface area.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. I can already see this is looking like a nice ruby color.
Yeah, kind of deep copper red.
Very deep color, yeah. It looks really nice, though.
Yeah, so yours, that's funny. Yours doesn't have any head, and mine's got almost 2 fingers worth.
Yeah, the head dissipated very quickly on mine. I'm still seeing bubbling on the side, but definitely lost the head there. So that may be why they said use the snifter wider base.
So let's see what it smells like.
Definitely getting a bourbon smell. Wow.
Yeah.
I can smell that almost instantly.
I think it's a good combination to the brown ale smell, though. It's malty and bourbony at the same time.
Yeah, and there's definitely a sweetness there as well.
I wonder if that's from the alcohol, the bourbon alcohol.
Yeah, it could be.
All right, so let's see what it tastes like.
All right. Wow.
You can really taste the bourbon taste.
Wow, you can. And you know what is interesting? There's almost like a coconut flavor there. And here's the thing. I'm noticing it because I don't really like coconut.
Uh-oh.
But I think in this it works.
Now, when I picked this up, wow, that's really bourbony.
It is.
I was thinking, if it's aged in a bourbon barrel, that's going to pump up the ABV. But it's only a 6% ABV, which is, with American ale, I think is pretty standard nowadays.
And here's the thing, the normal brown ale, it's also 6%.
All right. So no effect on it at all?
No effect, yeah. So it must all just be for the flavor.
Could be.
Yeah.
And I think that barrel definitely gives it a lot of flavor because
that
bourbon is right there.
And here's the thing, after having, I recently drank the brown ale off of my kegerator, and the flavor is very different.
Really?
That bourbon flavor in there is very overpowering.
Makes a huge impact.
You
think it's too overpowering?
I do. I think it's too much.
It's almost like you're drinking a bourbon, but at the strength of a beer. So
right.
I guess if you really like bourbon, this would be good. But
yeah, but if you really like bourbon, just drink a bourbon.
But yeah, man, that is straight up, the bourbon taste is right there. When we had the whiskey barrel aged Irish stout, you got a hint of the whiskey, but it wasn't overpowering.
Yeah, and that was still very drinkable. Now I wonder, you think about when you drink a bourbon, you're supposed to kind of sip it, just kind of enjoy it, not really gulp it down. So, I wonder if the same applies to this beer. Maybe you should be kind of just enjoying it over a longer period of time.
Could be.
And then maybe it's not so overwhelming.
Sit back with your cigar.
Yeah, maybe. Like, you don't want to break open the bourbon because it's, a weeknight or something. So maybe you just have the beer instead.
Yeah, could be. So if you are a bourbon fan, you would definitely enjoy that. But as for me, I don't think I would buy this one again, just because, one, it's one of the more expensive beers that they have. Like, this bottle was $10.
Oh, wow,
For me, that's a lot of money to spend on a beer.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, and I think I would just stick with the brown ale. I really like the brown ale. Hopefully we'll get a chance to review that for you all sometime. But still good, but again, like you said, not going to be one that I would pick up again.
Right, I agree.
All right, well, that's all we got for you this week. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. That way you can see our other reviews, and maybe we'll review some other Legend beers. Being a local brewery, I'm sure we'll see them again. If you like this video, make sure to give us a thumbs up. And if you've had this beer, make sure to let us know about it in the comments below. And until next time, we'll see you later.
All right, see you.